I think we're here. How you doing? This is The Remedy. Hi, I'm your host, Tony Pantelleresco, and you're listening to us live on the Micro Effect Broadcasting Network. You can access the show by typing in www.themicroeffect.com and listen, click on the appropriate links, the chat room links. Come on in, make friends, get acquainted, save the planet, brainstorm, cooperate, because I think it's going to take a cooperative to get the job done. What do you think? I'm also published at several different sites: ByeByeBlueSky.com, GagCanada.com, Brian396.com, and throughout the internet, if you type in my name or whatever, you may find me somewhere, someplace, somehow, being a free radical. Anyway, I want to get into the show today. I've had so many things come to me today. The other day we were talking about some of the things that we've been hearing and some of the propaganda that we've heard all our lives, and how we have to basically deprogram ourselves from a lot of the nonsense that we have we've been taught. And I mentioned a TV series back in the 70s or maybe 80s. I think it was 70s. Leonard Nimoy, In Search Of. And so I've had several people from all over trying to find this video. I had a woman from England, from the United Kingdom, send me a link. Okay, let me go back to the blue beam. We did that a couple of days ago. Let me point out, so I just found this today. I was working on it before the show. I didn't get it all the way through, but I'm going to give you just some of the highlights. Chemists discover how blue light from digital devices, that's including your cell phone, computers, and iPads, and whatever you got, phone monitors, blue beams coming from headlights, speeds up blindness. That's why so many of us are having a hard time seeing, because this thing is wiping out our retina. Blue light from digital devices and the sun transform vital molecules in the eye's retina into cell killers. The sun is not emitting a yellow beam like it used to. That's being filtered. Because if you can't see what's coming at you, you're a lot easier to kill. It's just my perspective on this. We are being exposed to blue light continuously, and the eye's cornea and lens cannot block or reflect it. This is why I wear yellow lenses these days. It's no secret that blue light harms our vision by damaging the eye's retina. And the visual starts getting lost in persons between 50 and 60 years old. Because by the time you're 50 and 60 years old, you've accumulated so much crap inside your system that your body's immune system is also compromised, so it can't fight or repair itself like it used to. Is the death of the photoreceptor cells in the retina. The cells need molecules called retinol to sense light and trigger a cascade of signals to the brain. Photoreceptors are useless without retinol, which is produced in the eye. Ooh. And what did they do? They went and violated things like the tomato. They genetically engineered that too, and I think they even CRISPR'd that one. Why did they CRISPR that? Why did they genetically engineer the tomato? Because the lycopene in the tomato would keep the photoreceptors functioning. Whoa. You might want to get some seed, get some potting soil, and get that other thing that I just sent you with, electroculture or magnetoculture, and utilize it in order to keep the genetics in the tomato good, and so that when you eat that tomato and mix it with a little oil, sesame seed oil, almond oil, then it will give your eyes and the rest of your body as well the protection that's required to keep the eyes functioning. That's why I tell everybody to eat carrots, anything underground, because they will still be exposed to the nano coming from the sky, but they'll have less exposure. Okay, the plants above the ground fully covered. There's no escaping that. There's no way you can neutralize that unless you juice it and then filter it. And then if you do that, okay, let's say you take a carrot. I'm going to give you a suggestion here. I'm going to give you a remedy, a recipe. Let's say you get some carrot juice, okay? You got some carrot juice. You got a pound of carrots and you juice the carrots. Okay, we're cool. We just juiced a carrot. Now we're going to take that juice and we're going to filter it. We're going to put a teaspoon of peanut oil in there. We're going to blend it in the blender. Then we're going to let that separate. Oil and water don't mix, right? They separate. So you put that in the fridge in a bowl or in a jar or some glass container. And then after it separates, after about maybe a half hour, then you will take it, because then the oil will have congealed a little bit, keeping and containing those nanoparticles inside the oil. Then you're going to pour the carrot juice through a filter, whether it's a cloth filter or a coffee filter, whatever filter you want. And you're going to let it drain out slowly into another container. And now you're going to take that carrot juice and you're going to blend that with another oil, sesame seed oil, sunflower oil, grapeseed oil, almond oil, any kind of omega-6, or avocado oil. You can do that too, or grapeseed oil, which is, it's a 6, or avocado is a 9. And then you're going to put that, after you blend it, then you're going to put that in a small pot or frying pan, and you're going to heat it up low heat for about 5 minutes. Now you've got a super concentrated components and antioxidants of the carrot. The heat from the heating will actually amplify the antioxidant properties of the carrot. Some things like blueberries, blackberries, carrots, tomatoes actually need heat to activate the antioxidant properties of those plants. And this is one simple way of doing it. So now you've just made something that's better than whatever you're going to get at a health food. Because now you've controlled it from start to finish. You filtered it, you processed it with clean materials, and now you've got a clean supplement that you've made that can now benefit not only the eyes, it also benefits the skin, it also benefits the kidneys, it also benefits the lungs. Can you dig it? It's right there, right before you. Simplistic in its approach and inexpensive. For even those of you on a fixed income, those of you who are poor, can do this. Don't use canola oil, don't use soybean oil, don't use vegetable oil. You can even do it in butter. You can take butter, heat it up, separate the cream from the butter. Now you have ghee. Okay. Take that ghee, which is the oil, right? And do the same thing, mix it with some carrot juice. And then blend it up together and then heat it lightly for about 1 or 2 minutes or 3 minutes. That's it. Don't burn it. Heat it up. It'll fuse with the oil, and now you can pour that into a jar or into a container, put it in the fridge, and you now have something that can help your system. If you want to preserve it for a longer period of time, you can add BHT to it. I'm not opposed to using small amounts of BHT. It's not going to give you cancer like they tell you, unless you're doing everything with BHT. If you're doing everything with BHT, it could cause you problems. Or if you're afraid of BHT, which is okay, go get the essential oil of rosemary and sage. Put 1 or 2 drops in your mixture. You can and then while it's still warm, mix it up really well, and it'll provide the antioxidant properties to keep the fats from going rancid or to slow the rancidity down. And now you have a super supplement, because not only do you have the carrot juice and the oil, you've added the essential oils to it. Wow, you got a brain formula, you got a skin formula, you got an eye formula, you got a kidney formula, you got a respiratory formula, all in one. Wow. Yeah, cooking, not the carrots so much, Gia. You gotta separate the. You can peel off a lot of that, but if you take a scope and you look at the carrot, even after you peel it, you're going to see it's going to be loaded with metallics. Like I said, even though it's below the ground, it's still going to be subjected to some exposure. Not like the green leaves above. Like if you were looking at chard or kale or collard greens or lettuce or cabbage or anything that's got a broad leafy vegetable up on the surface, it is super saturated with metal. There's no way you can eat that without having some kind of side effect. The carrot may still have some. If you cut the carrot and cut it in fours, split it in 4, cut it in half, look at the center. You're going to probably see metallics there as well. This stuff is nano, okay? Get this in your head. This is nano. This is not some big chunk of metal. This is tiny, tiny little nanoparticles. They're a billionth of a meter, and they saturate everything. 1 to 50 nanometers goes through everything. Now, where the filtering process comes in is the density of the soil how deep you plant them, which will offset the loading. Now, if you're growing them inside the home, even there you may want to put some kind of bubble over them because the nanoparticles are in the air. After you watch that video I just sent you, you're going to reevaluate what you think is safe. You're going to reevaluate what is going on, you know, and how we need to build little miniature greenhouses or little cubicles inside of our homes to start growing these things. And like I said, that electroculture I just sent you guys, and again, you can do some more research on it. I got like about 4 or 5 things I got to go through. This is going to go a long way in getting your DNA back. Okay, before I go on, I'm always talking about the Micro Effect Broadcasting Network, another free radical site. You support them any way you can, give them what you can, help them. Like I stated before, don't ask what your activists can do for you. Ask what you can do for your activists. Help them keep afloat. You got Ryan396.com. You got ByeByeBlueSky.com. You got GagCanada.com. You got AugmentInforce.com. These are sites you want to go and look at to see what we're dealing with. Some more information that's going to go a long way in keeping you healthy. Okay. On ByeByeBlueSky.com, click on the health link, look at the nanomorgellons link, and then you can